Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what point to guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
Let's go. Let's do this.
San Hut. San Lobo.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Mike, San, go.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the jump.
35. You're out. Check the backer.
Yes. Ready, go.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Set. 50. Clear.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the
2nd and 11. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 30 pace, let's go. All good. Set, go.
Looking to throw. And find Everett there, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now back to throw. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Under 10.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, 59. 55. Right, go. Watch the pass. Here we go. And let's go.
After the run, Watson going to throw. He's got Smith here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down, Texans.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That good for 22 and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. SOS. Hey, 59! SOS. Hey, 55! Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Set, 19!
Focus, defense, focus.
Mike, 50.
Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Vincent Smith there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
36 to Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready to go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Eckler. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Set, 50, play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Badgley's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Watson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Check. Hatch it. Right to the court.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Kirk now, the return man. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Double time. Three down. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 55. Go night. Go night. Mike 55. Mike 31. Mike 56. Right there in the middle. 55.
The final shot before the break. Watson. Open man is Trey Burton. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
In your face.
Hey, 24.
55's my guy, 55. Hey, pick your game up.
Check 52.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the 44, Watson flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson. Airing it out deep for Smith. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 77 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey, let's get this, get this. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Okay, break. 36 to Mike. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And 7 yards to go.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So a change of possession here on the punt. The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Going on the ground with Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Olivier Vernon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 36. Let's go. Come on. Check 3. Hey, 59. Check 13. Check 13.
To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
He's going to fire one deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Check 24. Check 24. 24.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Not here. Come on. 55. Check 55.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. It's Eckler again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for L.A. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Switch up, switch up. Mike 55. Line him up. Line him up.
To throw again, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 59. Mike 55, Mike 55. 24.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
We got three, fellas. We can call 132 fight. Check. He's checked hard. He's checking. Crash. Shift. Hey, shift. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. It's complete to Hopkins. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
There we go on 4th. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. One last throw here for Watson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out